Uh, all right. So New York session recap. I did take a couple silly trades. Um, Went into the session. Oops. Went into the session being bearish, considering that news dump on Israel, Iran. Price sold off during the overnight session during Asia. I was essentially looking kind of a bit blind in terms of my bias. I kind of wanted to see price come on, retest the equilibrium of this range and come back down to here where you had these equal lows down here. ES did take this low, so maybe there is a minor SMT there, but I still was kind of a bit blind and I wanted to see price go lower. So when we came into the session, I was already a bit, how do you say it? Bit intoxicated. I came out from a night out. I didn't drink too much, but I was very unfocused. I kind of realized this, and I kind of just put on like one micro on. Like it was kind of a lot of boredom trading. In the end, it was quite poor from me. I was very tight in my risk management because that's just how I always trade. But still, it was like I was almost trading out of boredom just purely to see price go down. The first kind of silly trade I made was this inverse fair value gap here. I saw price take this high. I was bearish. You were now in the discount for shorts in that range. I don't see price go lower to New York. Go back to these hourly lows down here at least, or maybe even all the way back to London lows, or maybe even Asia lows back down to these Asia or these equal lows here. So it's kind of just more bearish overall. So just out of some fun, I just took a short here. I think I closed the position like 2 minutes later once price did nothing for break even. So it's kind of a bit more disciplined. The next opportunity or next thing I did was I took this 1 minute CISD here. I liked price being in the macro, kind of that stop loss rate, taking more minus sell side. And I saw this kind of V-shaped CISD confirmation where price also held this 1 minute inverse fair value gap. So I was like, this looks bearish. Let's take a long entry. And I think I closed the position out again as well. Once it kind of didn't run down. I think once price came back into here, I said I kind of just lost discipline. I originally position was around like this. I was risking maybe 40 points for price to go down, say maybe 1.5 R&R. That's what I was looking for. I kind of just closed the position out. I don't think I was in the mood to hold anything. I was kind of a bit undisciplined. Like it's very small loss on the tables because I was trading very small positions. But what I find ironic is this kind of setup did eventually work. Um, Even though I wasn't focused, the setup did work here. The setup worked, and price went to those lows at least for a minimum, to essentially these hourly lows down here from last candle, where eventually what you did get is you got this kind of manipulation move up higher. You had a really nice long here as well if you're bullish enough. Um, I think essentially, yeah, cool. That's nice little short setup there. If you're really bearish, maybe I take this here and I'm pretty happy for the day. I think I was kind of discipline wise, just very low. It's very unfocused, clearly intoxicated. Kind of a bit of a performance from me, and I kind of reasoned trading very low size to please my boredom, always in a way. Uh, this kind of made sense. He took sell side. It was very V-shaped. The order block confirmation there. Price did go to that hourly low. I think my mistake from this session here was just being way too bearish. When I took this kind of Asia or this London trade there, you had a lot of stack lows down here. In this case here, not really. You didn't really have any stack lows. Price kind of taking highs, kind of delivering in fair value. There was no kind of stack lows here. The only good stack lows were these ones which we talked before session opened. So I think my mistake here was just kind of being bearish for the sake of being bearish, not noticing that there was not really any generated liquidity for price to move back down. And this was kind of more of an SMT in the higher time frame, so probably shouldn't have taken too much attention to those equal lows. But that short setup for at least a reprice down did work in the end.